Yep.
We're live. The Skull Brothers. I'm Johnny.
I'm Tommy.
This is Chase the Heat. How you doing? Good day, Jeff.
I've had better days.
I started off eating too many peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drank
Then
considerably
went to the
too
milk.
much. I drank considerably too much milk,
Oh, that was so funny.
and I'm not trying to
Here's the funny thing: until somebody does it, I don't think they realize.
just how awful it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know
But
what it is?
here's-
It's almost
here's the
like
thing
eating
also-
5 Thanksgiving meals at once.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Ain't it?
But one of us,
Easy. All right, you
One
got
of us
somebody.
might
We
have
have 4 people here.
sucked
All right,
down the
people.
milk before the milk did him in. I think I pushed on to the bitter end.
I just,
But I was rewarded by getting the vast
Way
majority
more
of it out
Oh,
in,
man,
in
you
one
sure did.
shot.
All right,
And
people.
they missed the second one, which was just as good as the first one.
All right. All right, the cone 710. First, indeed you are. What's happening? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to talk a little bit. You gotta love that. A cat come from up that's going to stand on your shoulder. Now, what's she trying to? She's eating the chair. Why would she bite the chair?
She's a very odd animal.
Hey. All right, we got kittens in the Coulson. She sees the kitty. Hi, baby. Over here. All right, you guys. So we had a fun day. I don't know who saw that video today. Can you guys catch it?
I would imagine at least one or two caught the.
We're doing good, Chop Saki. Thanks for asking. Look at the house puma. Isn't that a great house puma?
That is definitely, she is the house.
Here's the problem. She's not comfortable enough. That's her deal. She's.
That's right. Drop it right on his head.
Chili Phil, what's up? I just watched it. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Chili Phil, congratulations, man.
17 days,
17
man.
days, man. I heard that on the show, and it just, man, it lit me up. Made me very happy. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Me too, man. It's good stuff.
I hear that. It's such a weird thing to explain. I can't explain to you the charge I get when I hear somebody say that. I almost get more excited about that than someone saying I'm 30 years. I mean, 30 years is exciting, but when someone just starts their
the
journey.
early ones, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
All right, Devin Gibson. Hey, right on. You almost finished that milk.
I know,
so
right?
close. Boy, you really were.
Two more mouthfuls.
I don't think I've seen anyone do it closer. I don't know. It's just rough. It was really cold.
You know, I ate an orange.
You guys,
with a little bit of peanut butter on it right before we went, and it was a mistake. And that was just enough room in my stomach where I would have had it.
The funny thing was
the next time.
I had my first setback on a challenge a little while ago. It happens, Chili Phil, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna have them. But the funniest thing about this video, believe it or not, wasn't you just really like exorcist style vomiting. That wasn't the great part. The great part was, and if you watch the video, he's bending over. I look over. My mom opens the door, and she it's like the mom catching 2 boys in the backyard doing something they should.
Yeah, here's the thing. She wasn't really fired up about this challenge.
Not at all. She's like, I think she said stupid.
No, there were some adjectives in there that were not.
And then Tommy's doubled over. And he goes, "Oh, to me, that we gotta get a still of that, because that to me is so." The look on her face. She went. She was so disappointed.
The sound on that, like even if you can't see, that's an enjoyable video.
It really is,
because that kind of almost sounded like I was hurling underwater.
Kyle Wallace, good. Thanks for being here, man. That milk challenge was banana.
Yeah, right.
Tommy, you almost killed it. Hold my hair. Yeah.
Your hair.
Yeah, great. You should do the Sprite. I heard about the Sprite challenge. You guys drink a 16-ounce Sprite and then not burp. Come on.
That's all there is to it?
We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
how can you not do that, right? Nothing.
Seriously, that doesn't sound too tough.
Drink a whole Sprite as fast as you can without burping. I can do that. Does it have to be a 16 ounce? I heard it has to be 16.
I don't know that it makes much. I mean, as long as it's not a gallon, I think I'm down. I mean, I'm sure you get that like, you know, the heart attack that you get when you drink the carbonation thing. What are you doing? Hey, dummy.
Squirrel.
I wish you could see this cat.
Let me get her. Hold on a second. Hey, get down. No, you know what? What are you doing? Chewing plants.
Nothing.
Nothing.
She just chews the oddest things.
Oh man. So we'll do that Sprite thing. Todd G, that's me. Good to see you. Hurl Brothers.
Yeah.
Big Steve, good to see you. Chili Phil, I've been up since 3 a.m. Worked all day, and my foot is sore again. It was a perfect storm for a setback. I still ate more than half the tube and recorded and uploaded.
That's not a fail, man.
It's not a fail. Here's the thing.
Even setting up, cracking the top up of that and saying, I'm going to eat this tube is already success. I don't care how many peanuts you get down. For real. If you've ever tried that one, you can't call that a fail until you try it.
You know, you're talking to a guy I've sent so many people to a bathroom at events and chili festivals at home
in dead panic.
For real. So
calling 911.
No
Seriously,
joke.
look up some of the epic fails on YouTube, and you'll see people calling the
type in
ambulance.
Tube of Terror epic fail or Tube of Terror gone wrong, and you'll have some.
Well, the gone wrong is that genius that talks his entire family into it. You talk about I'm sorry, I'm not going to pick on the guy.
Dennis Brace, good to see you. Well, Dennis, you're awesome. Hi, Macy. Great video earlier. That was fun, man. But it was hard.
It wasn't fun. What are you talking about?
Can I tell you something? I had fun, like ridiculous fun, until the minute we turned the camera off. Then it was just no fun at all for hours.
Honestly, that's probably one of those things where if we had filmed after, like the aftermath.
The funny thing is, it's you don't have cap cramps. So it's not like peppers. Man, oh man, it's a drag.
You definitely get some really, really bad stomach stuff. Though.
I seen them. I was headed down that path quick. You bet, Chili Phil. You gotta be careful, man.
Yep.
It can get you. So this is just gonna be a short one. We're gonna do some question and answer and hang out with you guys, and then tomorrow we got more videos for you. Here's the thing: I'd be eating a pepper right now, but I ate a lot this morning and I cramped up, and then drank a gallon of milk. So
Did you get a gallon? Because I don't remember.
Look, I drank the same amount as you did. You just did it. I did it quicker than you.
You drank the same amount as me. No, that's not at all what happened. You set it down on the table.
Flavor Jackson, I love each and every one of y'all.
Subject.
No, it's
I love
Jackson.
You too, Flavor
It's
Jackson.
Charlie and Mary Mullins. I love you guys.
Love all you. If you watch that again, you'll see Johnny just go dive done, and then he sets it down on the table while I continue to.
You may have had that much more than me, at best. You all saw it. Come on, he didn't drink that much negative, Johnny.
Yeah, right. Johnny drank a half a gallon and tapped out. That's what happens. I mean, look, I'll give you credit. Number one, you've tried it before, which I haven't done, and you're like 105. I mean, the fact that you do any of this stuff is impressive.
Weight or age?
Age.
You know what? You got about it. Why would you even do that?
Because you're an old man.
You just say maybe you're just this much. He's just for men. Brock Bandy, good to see you. Just finished watching the Milk Bar Fest. Made to the 18-minute mark. Couldn't watch anymore. I'm sorry, Brock.
What do we see here? What do we see there?
Todd G, that's me. Tommy put down more.
Yeah, way more. I mean, come on.
I wouldn't say way more. Chili Phil, I was thinking about stuffing a habanero with 2 of the nuts from the Tube of Terror and see what that's like. You know what? I did a whole bunch of videos. I don't know what it was. I think it was Reapers, or I don't remember what pepper it was, but every one of them I stuck a
peanut in?
Yeah, it was
brutal.
Great. It was. But it's good. It'll make a good video.
If we do that, I will set those down first.
What are you talking about?
If we ever go that route, I'm going to go maybe 4 or 5 and then set it down and be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
All right. Most of it's in Tommy's backyard now. It really is, Kyle. You should see what we did to that back. We had to hose it down. Here's the thing. It's not grass. It's AstroTurf.
Yeah.
So there were patches of milk, so we had to kind of hose it off.
There were puddles.
Oh, and then I came in. I didn't tell you this. I came in after the video was over. I was in the kitchen. I heard this. The noise it made. I ran out. And he went, yeah, it was crazy. Does Tommy eat peppers? He does, Devin Gibson.
You haven't seen me eat a pepper? Go watch last night's. Didn't I eat one last night?
Yeah, you ate a devil's tongue.
I ate a devil's tongue last night.
And a ghost pepper the day before.
Yeah, I eat peppers.
Cooley McCoolson.
I used to eat a lot of
every
them.
kissy face. How much do you love Cooley McCoolson?
It's a great name.
He's great. Charlie Mullins. So when is it Vegemite time? Boy, that's a dandy question.
Well, here's the deal. Since in the last 2 days, I have vomited twice.
Smell it. It smells good.
It smells like
it's a savory smell.
It is not even close to a savory smell. It smells like the bottom of a brew vat. It's disgusting, man. Seriously. When Genesee cleans out the stuff and makes the 12 horse, that's what it smells like. Awful. Have you ever read this? People, do you have any perspective on this?
Stop it.
It says yeast extract.
Of course, that's what it is. Travis W. Mao Zedong once said that the food of the true revolutionary is the red pepper, and he who cannot endure the red pepper is also unable to fight. Ran across this today. Quote, thought it was fun. I need to take a picture of that.
Did Mao mention anything about milk?
Shut up, man.
I'm just curious. Was there any milk mentioned in Mao's dissertation? No? Fish? Foul fish?
Cemetery 76, good to see you. Man, I'm really glad you're here, Cooley. We love you, dude. I love Cooley McCoolson too, says Kittens and McCoolson.
Nah.
You gotta love that. Devin Gibson, at least if you puke a bunch, you'll feel thin and wonderful. I'll tell you what, that was the weirdest part. I'm not sure. I don't feel right. I felt bloated like I had to
go and lay down.
He laid down for an hour.
I went through it.
It also creates a gastro.
Yeah, I don't want to get graphic, but there is a phenomenon that happens if you drink almost an entire gallon of milk. Even if most of it comes back up, there is a phenomenon.
Every time you say that, I think of it. Every time anybody say the word phenomenon, I start saying that song.
Phenomenon. Anyway, you get a little.
Thank you, Devin.
All right, thank you. Good looking out.
On the nose, Devin.
Yeah, we'll just let Devin handle that.
Jerry Slay, good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Can you train yourself to develop a tolerance to heat? Asking for a friend. You absolutely can.
Absolutely.
You betcha you can.
Yeah.
There was a day where a jalapeno would put me to the floor, and now a jalapeno tastes like a pickle.
The first time I ate a peanut, out of the tube of terror. I had been gone for a while, so I had just came back to the real world.
Subterranean tour.
That's right. I was on the exclusive 3-year tour of Europe, Scandinavia, and the subcontinent. No, but I've watched my brother do all these videos. So I was at a halfway house, and he sent me out some tubes, and I threw one back in the panic. It's dead serious. The panic. I thought.
Well, it's because it's the hottest thing. It just kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's just surreal.
I thought this could kill you. This obviously could kill you. Like if this gets any hotter, I'm going to die. You can build up a tolerance. I did.
Well, look at what Dennis Bray says. What if you would have used cups to help get milk down? Would that trick your stomach? Like if you had little cups?
No. Now the problem is that you've got 8 pounds of
8 points. We measured. Listen, Google this. We had 2% milk. It's 8.4 pounds. 8.6 for regular milk. 8.5 for 2%. So 8 pounds in your gut. I mean, I probably got 7 pounds down. Joel Lawson, you're all a trip. You have to outdo each other. Yeah. I bet if you had electric fences, you both end up grabbing to see who holds longer. Hey, Jeremy Bell, good to see you. Chop Saki, good to see you too.
Where could we find an electric fence? I like where this is going.
I might know where the one might be. Google is evil. No growing Primatali, Sugar Rush, Sugar Rush Peach, Sugar Boot.
Ooh.
I'd like it if you didn't do that again.
Did you get some of that? Huh? A little stinky.
Reaper said this year stoked. Johnny contributed to this obsession. Thank you. I'm glad you're obsessed. It's a beautiful thing. You want some milk? No, I'm all set, Jeremy. I'm good, dude. Won't be needing any milk for a while. Tommy says from now on he's going to dunk his cookies in Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
It's true.
And drink his coffee black.
Yeah, or black coffee.
Oh. All right, Devin Gibson, does having such a high heat tolerance and constantly experiencing hot peppers lessen the flavors of other foods? Not at all.
Other way around.
Opposite.
True story.
You taste so much more. I know which is really odd because it's counterintuitive thought. Yeah. Right? People say, "Oh, you burned your taste buds." Absolutely not.
No, it's like you turn them on is what you do. It's like they've been sleeping and you get them all fired up.
Oh no, Bill Lewis, I cannot drink milk now. Thank you, knuckleheads.
Yeah,
my pleasure. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, we do have that.
Chocolate milk. No, because you're gonna add a bunch of it. It's more weight.
Well, you think it's gonna be? Well, I don't think it'll be more weight, but I just can't. I don't want to.
It's just thicker and
I just don't want anything to do with it. It's a thicker. The vomitus would be much different too.
Be careful tonight, says Todd G.
Todd G nailed that. And the tonight started about 4 hours ago.
In fact, that would be the funniest aftermath. I mean, we can't do it, but would that be the funniest?
No, we
It's like the Blazing Saddles movie. Remember this Blazing Saddles scene?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
But man, what fun was that?
That would have been a good warning 3 or 4 hours ago, my friend.
Jeremy, nice.
Yes. Yep. Kentucky 11 pretty much nailed down.
That's Jeremy Bell. When the video's over, I'm going to tell you a story about Jeremy Bell. You're going to have a heart attack. It's the funniest story.
I say we embarrass him in front of the entire world. There's no reason.
I can't do that. You know what? He's cool with me telling the story. It's a funny thing. I could probably do it on Best Pass. I'll tell you first, and you decide if we could do it.
Yeah.
Milk fart live stream. There you go. Zephon, I feel like if anything, sugar might dull your taste buds. Sugar might.
I don't know.
Smoking cigarettes does. I've heard.
Oh, no question.
I've heard that.
No,
I know. I never smoked. That was one of the few things I never.
Yeah, when I quit smoking, your taste buds come back for real.
I know people that they say they can't taste anything anymore. Chili Phil, I'm debating on what I'm doing in my next video. So are we.
I'll tell you. Yeah, right.
Can I tell you? Welcome to my nightmare. I've been doing this for 7 years, 4,580 times. I've done. I'm gonna do that.
Chili Phil, you know what's gonna freak you out is you're gonna go somewhere and someone's gonna have some hot sauce or whatever, and you're gonna be like, "This is nothing."
Right.
You know what I mean? Seriously, after a couple of tubes of terror, you don't realize how fast that will build your tolerance. But someone will pull out something and be like, "You got to be careful. This is really, really hot." And you'll be like, "This isn't even Tabasco."
You're going to find yourself. You got to get really creative. I mean, I've done almost every. The only challenge I think I've done every mainstream challenge. I haven't done the Hell Tart yet, but I will. But I'm telling you, there's 485 challenges that I've done, and most of them I made up most of them. You know, it's kind of how it works. Miss Dragon.
Hey, Miss Dragon.
Good to see you. Oh, Chop Saki's from Kentucky too. Got a couple Kentucky guys here.
Miss Dragon did a video today that was like a paraphrase from last night.
Was it great?
I mean, she nailed it she did what I did in probably 4 minutes without acting like a jackass. Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Passion. I'm sorry. Never apologize for passion.
Yeah.
Asthma of everything. What's up, Chili Heads? Thank you for saying that. Michael Ferrara. Hello, everyone. Hi, Johnny and Tommy. Hello, Michael.
Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Flamin' Jackson.
Foul fish, horseradish, milkshake.
You know, there was a joke about that about 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
We actually joked about maybe doing that, and even throwing a little Vegemite in, making a little shot out of it. Not going to happen, but we did joke about it.
How fast do you lose your tolerance? Fast.
Quickly. Like you would not believe.
Very fast.
Like you would not believe.
Like if your tolerance is really high, you take 3 days off. That is huge. You will notice it big time.
I mean, you'll never get back to ground zero.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like if you've gotten your tolerance up.
You know, the best byproduct of becoming a chili head, it's going to change your relationship with pain and become something that you aren't afraid of anymore.
There's really something.
And I know it sounds silly, but I'll tell you something. In life, part of the process is we break down and die. It's just the way it works. And it's painful. It's growing. I'm sorry. Did you know that?
Why was I not told?
They shoot horses too.
Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know, but here's the deal. If it's kind of like I use the analogy I've used in the past is let's say you're on a football team and you never practice, and then on game day you're against a good team, you're gonna, it's gonna be rough. And if you,
that's a hell of an assumption,
right? So I'm telling you, when I get older, when pain comes to me, I don't worry about it. If you've run from pain your whole life, when it comes to you, you're scared because you aren't used to dealing with it, and you don't know how bad it's gonna get. But Tommy, can I tell you guys think that I have a legendary pain tolerance? You don't know Tommy's. I mean, beyond peppers. Honestly, that was a legendary thing for years.
Yeah, but we could go either way on that. I stitched your hand once.
Twice. Oh, you stitched my hand here? You stitched me twice, I thought.
Once on your thumb. I remember one. It could have been two, but you know what I mean? There was some other stuff involved. But
yeah, you've been my surgeon before.
But no anesthesia, no nothing. He cut his thumb really, really badly. And I was like, I got this, don't trip. And
you know what? It was a time thing. We can go to the hospital. It's going to be 2 hours by the time we get in and out of there.
What was funny was
we'll knock it out in 15 minutes.
Was Papa Scoville the next day going,
nice work.
You went to the hospital yesterday? He's like, no, Tommy did that. He said
you
guys would be drinking out of a puddle.
Was it fishing line? I can't remember what you used.
Dental floss.
Nice.
I used dental floss.
So assuming milk is not in your future, it might be asthma or everything.
No, it's not.
Chili Phil, my tolerance was a little low today. Too. I had a little scorpion sauce during lunch. It was only 30,000. Here's the thing. Peppers, Scoville ratings on peppers is very different than Scoville rating on sauce, because you have a pepper that's 1 million Scoville. It's not debilitating. You go out and you try something like the bomb. It's not 300,000 Scoville or something absurd like that, but it's just a day ruiner.
There's something difference between like the chemical version and the natural version, because they're adding crystals and they're.
So, Zephon, ever have green Szechuan peppercorns? It gives you a tingling. Yeah, it makes your tongue vibrate. Some people think it makes you numb, but it doesn't. If you think about it, wherever it's touching, you're vibrating. It's a very cool feeling. In fact, we have a product that we made called Chili Crisp at Blazing Foods, and it's got peppercorns in there. And I think it's the coolest ingredient in there.
We were talking about some of this yesterday. Like if you ever just take like a tablespoonful of wasabi, you know what I mean? It's the same kind of thing. You get this tingle and this burn, and it's over like that fast. It's got no legs. It burns the hell out of you, but it's got no legs.
Being comfortable is a trap. You must always strive to be better, and it's always uncomfortable process. But you got that right. Your brain doesn't like change,
The bomb is nasty.
Google Zulu, that's really on point. You know what I mean?
Yep. So is the bomb being nasty.
Does the bus move? If so, how fast are we going? How fast are we going? Any idea?
Currently?
Yeah.
About 50.
Yeah, if it goes,
it will get going. Oh, it can Corey Apple.
Sure it can. The right hand of doom is a good starting sauce. Yeah.
Yes.
Great starting sauce.
I would start there and then move to Tabasco.
There you go. Tabasco. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy talk.
Tabasco green.
The bomb tastes nasty. It really does. If it weren't for First We Feast, I'm telling you that nobody in the world would. You realize how many people buy that horrible sauce?
Blake Anderson, good to see you.
They watch it on First We Feast and they buy it and they use it once. That's about it.
It's in every office refrigerator in the country.
You got that right. Break room. Devin Gibson, is there any pepper competitions coming up? I want to see you versus the Queen again. You're gonna in 3 months. You're gonna see me and the Queen. We're gonna have a battle. But in June, I'm in the belt match, the League of Fire Invitational belt match in San Diego.
That's June.
Yeah,
she's a beast.
Do you want to come?
Yeah, I'd show up. I'm not eating anything.
Hey, Bus, Johnny and Tommy Balake. Good to see you, man. Hope everybody's doing well. We are great. Thanks for being here. And the heart is somewhat subjective too. Speaking of Scoville ratings and heat, sorry, and the heat is yeah, it is.
Still going.
Here's the problem. Here's the thing. What makes it subjective is all the companies lying. If everybody was straight across the board and didn't lie, there wouldn't be the confusion that there is. Chop Saki, when did you become? A couple days ago.
What was the question?
When did you become? I was thinking a few days ago.
I'm still trying to become.
Okay, so we're working on our becoming. Passionate about peppers. There you go. My father, Papa Scoville, was a pepperoncini. He loved them, and that was our first introduction to spicy stuff.
It was his first introduction. I got sat on and forced one down my throat.
Stop
when
that.
I was 4 years old.
Stop that. Goldilocks, are you going to be excited to try the Pepper X one day? It'll be interesting if they ever release it.
Can I answer that one?
No, you can't. Here's the deal, man.
Come on, let me handle it.
No, I'm going to tell you guys. No, we'll pass on it. Another time. Blueberry Hell is the best on pancakes. It's very good. You know, Papa Scoville liked that stuff on pancakes. Believe it or not.
Excuse me.
Johnny, you have your video on side-by-side mirror mode. So, it's the real Mr. Mad. Thanks for being here, man. We sure do.
Oh, yes.
You should see us 15 years ago. It was even scary.
What a creature right out.
I'm telling you. I'm going to be frank with you, Johnny. Don't shave again.
Is that a dig on me? Is that what that is?
I'm not quite sure. I think it could be a dig
You're
on
a lot
me.
uglier without that goatee. Is that what that was?
Could be. Crazy Cat. Love pepperoncini. Thank you.
Chubby
Cheeto. Chubby Cheeto. I love the name.
Pepperoncini is still to this day absolutely one of my favorite.
Aren't they great?
I could eat an entire jar of them, sit down and just.
And there's a bunch of pizza companies that will throw one in a pizza box, and that kind of kids fight for it when the pizza box opens.
Yep.
That's how it works. Dennis, yes sir, I'm happy to be alive. Boy, me too, man. That's no joke. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no Scoville test like chemical measurement. You know what? The Scoville test that they did, that Wilbur Scoville figured out, the way they do it now is no different. They're just using spectra.
Right. They fire a laser at it.
What's the machine?
Gas spectrometer.
Spectra. Yeah, they end up at the same result. They just use a different way to do it.
Yeah.
Although I'll tell you what, this is really cool. There's a dude that still is measuring Scovilles using Wilbur Scoville's technique.
Where do you put 2 million ounces of water?
It doesn't need to be 2 million. You scale it up and just do math. But I want to meet this guy.
I was told
there would be no math.
There would be no math.
There won't be. He's just kidding, Frank. For sure. Pepperoncini, start training. There you go. I like that, Kittens McCoolson.
And I'll tell you something.
It's Frank.
I like
Johnny
Tabasco
Tommy.
green.
Not Frank. That's all right. Pepperoni antipasto salad. Absolutely crazy.
It was like 13 o'clock.
Right? I was kept going, man. I have to get going, but you guys are awesome. Sprite challenge tomorrow. Yep. Maybe even a hot pepper before chugging the Sprite. Love you guys. We'll think about that one. But thank you, Devin. Count on seeing it tomorrow. Sorry, it's Tommy. I'm Colombian and slow.
You know what? I get it all the time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you should hear some of the things.
No harm, no foul.
Absolutely. You're not slow. We're all on the same speed. Don't worry about it.
And my father used to call me Frank.
He did. My dad, when we were little, my dad called it from
Little.
When we were kids, younger. My dad, 10 years
teens.
ago, my dad called us Frank and Jesse. The
It's
James
ironic.
brothers.
Kind of ironic.
For real. He did. He did that all the time.
That was prior to bank robbery, too, which is just odd.
Has Tommy ever done a gusher?
I have.
Which ones have you done?
I don't remember, but you made it.
I've heard him. He'll do it again, maybe. Now that's funny. Says real Mr. Mad. All right, so we've been on for 25 minutes. We're only going to go for about 5 more minutes. You guys have any questions?
I have been told that if you watch the video from earlier and you get right up to the, what is it, 16?
18 minutes.
Is it 18?
Yeah.
Well, you get to that part where I relieve myself, and you run it at half speed.
Oh yeah, it's a
It's
trip.
supposed to be very, very funny. I have not gotten to do it yet, but I'm going to.
Scooby,
Hey,
good to see you, Scooby.
good to see you, Scoob.
You guys are funny together. Thank you, Crazy Cat.
Appreciate that. Charlie Murphy.
Watching X-Files, but I'll be
Monk.
lurking, says Scooby. Monk. I'm gonna monk.
I'm sorry.
I still came over there.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
That was so funny. You told that story?
I have told it on the boat. Yeah,
Great story.
it really is. The sad thing is, somewhere in that garage is that tape.
Oh, I would do anything.
I
to
know,
find
right?
that.
It
Oh,
is
there's
in that
gold
garage.
on that tape.
I know it.
There's some funny stuff on there. Is it really that little micro thing?
Yeah,
We
it's
need
in the
to find
garage.
that.
It is in a box in that garage.
You know what?
That day I took it out.
When we'll
You
find
did.
it? We'll find it now because you're moving. Pay attention when you pack, and when you don't. If you don't find it when you're packing, just pay close attention when you're.
What was
unpacking.
funny was as soon as you heard it, you went snap the tape out. You were like, we're not recording over that.
That was so funny. Hey, Jeremy Bell, have a good night, dude. Thanks for
Which
stopping
one
in.
of you all
And as
is
soon as
the
this-
evil twin, though?
So, Jeremy, as soon as this video is over, I'm going to tell him the story, and we'll think about maybe doing it on a bus pass. Is that your brother, Ian Fabian? Actually, here's what happened. We were coming back from Walmart, and I was with my mom, and she's like, Johnny, that guy looks so much like you. I'm like, let's stop. He looks hungry. He's kind of scruffy.
I did look a little.
We brought him home, cleaned him up, showered him up, shaved his head, and remarkably, we look very similar.
We do look a lot alike.
You guys, how'd you guys feel after the milkshake? Dizzy Dragon, good to see you. You know what? It was. I'm not lying to you. He laid down for about an hour. You know, when you have a bad thing with peppers, you have cap cramps. This wasn't cap cramps. It was something entirely different.
I think I prefer cap cramps, and I'm not even being funny.
How many times did we say I'd rather do peppers? For real.
I'm not kidding.
You know what part of it is that I'm so used to pepper pain. It's like
there's
my old friend.
There's gas involved with the milk thing.
Oh, there sure was.
That creates just like this distension thing that's really, really uncomfortable.
The one with a goatee. We both have goatees. Mine's just gnarlier than his.
You told him there's a third? I thought we weren't bringing him in on anything.
He's locked up in the attic. We don't let him out too often.
Control.
Do y'all like playing video games? You know what? HW tricks.
You would laugh if we answered this honestly.
Answer it. I you know what? Driving games. I'm into driving games.
Or really old games. Like I will play games.
I'll Pong you to death. I'm a Pong.
Galaga.
Can I tell you something about Pong? Galaga's great. Pong. Do you remember
we owned Pong before anybody on the planet owned
got
Pong?
It from Clifford. Remember that? A million years ago.
Yep, our grandfather bought it for his son, and he gave it to us.
We commandeered it,
and we had that thing. I'm telling you, nobody had Pong.
Now we just need Johnny Jr. to make an appearance. That'd be good.
You know, there's a Tommy Jr., so to speak.
Here you go. Google is evil. Love is a verb, not noun. And I hope everyone does something to love themselves and spread that love and help people when you can. Stay blessed, everyone.
What a cool thing to say.
No, it's the truth.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, the more you help, look up, do some research on the science of servitude.
There we go. There's somebody that gets it.
Atari was sweet. Yeah, no kidding, right?
So Johnny used to play Defender when it first came out on Atari, and he figured out that
that was Asteroids.
No, it was Defender.
No, not
because he figured out that if you went below the city,
you could
park the vehicle there, and you never had to go back.
Dinner,
so we got like 40 million. The score was so ridiculous.
No, but I did the same thing. There was a glitch on Asteroids on that where if you held usually you would turn the thing on and start a new game by hitting it here. If you held the game down, held the start button down, let up turned it on, and then let go of this button, you had 2 ships and 2 bullets. I kid you not. I remember my dad going, "You have 700,000 points." I didn't tell him that I was cheating, but there was
Defender was different though, because you literally played it for like 2 weeks.
right. Pong rocks. It does.
Pong does rock.
Look at this, Dennis Brace. We have a pong table at my sober house. At my sober house. I love that, Dennis.
Snort the chili. I've seen it done. I'm not kidding you. You know the
Hold on a second. This is really important. /687. Johnny, any advice for people struggling with substance abuse? This is my brother, Tommy Scoville. Now, first of all, we both have been addicted to everything, and we're clean from everything.
Yeah.
But Tommy runs a channel called The Lifeboat / and it's a channel about, you tell him.
Nothing else. It's about sobriety.
But what you get is 100% support, no condemnation, no one looking down your nose. And instead of having to stand up in a room where people might look at you, everybody's just super honest and super supportive. Please check it out. It's The Lifeboat. At the bottom of every single video that I make, if you look at the bottom right-hand side, there's a little tab for The Lifeboat.
And
Click on that.
And if you're still using and you're still buzzing and you're thinking about it, just come by. We don't kick anybody out for being high or anything else. And
This like hospitals kicking people out for having cancer.
This June, I will make 8 years off of heroin. So it can be done.
4 years off of booze for me, and I think like a dozen years off of the hard stuff.
Yep, you've been off for a long time.
You two should make a second channel together, says Gerald Frey.
I like where this is going.
You might have something there. You might have something there. All right. So, do you think you'll ever review any more spicy candy or anything like that? Sure, absolutely. HW tricks.
I love anything that is candy, or even though these babies from last night. These were ridiculous.
Aren't they great? You were eating those after you ate a pack. I'm surprised you kept eating them.
That's because they were awesome.
What was your high score in Moonlander? I don't think I ever played Moonlander. If I did, I don't remember it.
I played a lot of Pitfall Harry.
Oh, Pitfall Harry was great.
Love
there was
Pitfall.
a lot of you know what's different? I don't know new games, but there was always some little glitch or secret on most of those games. There was in Pitfall.
My daughter Cedar is a Zelda freak.
Really?
I mean, a Zelda freak. When Web3 was coming out, I was buying all the domains. I said, "What do you want for your birthday?" She said, "The name of one of the games or whatever. Sword. Anyway, I bought it for her.
Hey Slash, I'm glad you're welcome. Please check it out. You know what? Here's my suggestion. There's tons of videos on this channel. Pick any one, it won't matter. It's like open up a Bible. It's all going to work for you.
But if you really want off, send me an email to sober@myyahoo.com. SOBER@myyahoo.com, and I'll get back to you and we'll talk about it.
What I was going to suggest was pop over there and just lurk. You don't have to be in the chat. Just lurk and get a feel for it. You'll be in the chat before you know it.
And there's a lot of people you're seeing right now in this.
Yeah, half the people here are probably in it. In fact, if you guys are on the boat, do me a favor, throw one in the chat if you're on the boat, so Slash gets an idea that
I'm looking right now.
the only one. Come on, squirrel. Divine Sorcerer, good to see you. Thank you. Super Hash, thank you for being here. Does a pepper high feel like a regular type of high? That's an interesting question. To be very honest, and it's not even something fun to talk about because it makes some people on edge or uncomfortable, but the closest street buzz that you can get to a pepper high is an opiate. It's just the truth. That's what it feels like. So, but it's natural. It's healthy.
Well, and here's what you got to understand:
it's not firing the same.
This is something that people seem to not get. Drugs don't actually get you high, believe it or not. Everything that gets you high is already in your head, right? So you get chemicals that get into your brain and they attach to the MU receptors. And then when that happens, your MU receptor turns on a little faucet, and that's what makes you feel a buzz.
That's how you can, when you fall in love, you feel a buzz. If you eat a bunch of peppers, you'll get an endorphin rush.
There's all these different receptors depending on the drug. And so, yeah, it does feel very, very similar because it's doing the same thing. It's turning on the same faucet. It's just turning it on differently.
As me of everything is proud of you both. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's very cool.
The boat and the bus are great places. Thank you. Look at all those ones. There's a bunch of people on the bus here.
There's a lot of ones.
You bet. All right. You know what? It's going too fast. Stephen Shelton, good evening. Been through a battle with addiction. Been sober for 8 years.
Good for you, man. Wife. Good for you.
Started drinking after mom passed away. Lucky beat that demon and been a much better place.
God bless you, man.
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
Yeah,
for real.
Me too. But way to go. 8 years is a long time.
Duke Nukem was a great game.
Oh, man. You know
Duke
something?
Nukem wonderful.
I cannot remember the game, but I remember the name.
It was awesome.
Duke Nukem.
All right, we're just about wrapping up, guys. I want to say, I'm going to look at the last, see if I make sure I didn't miss anything important. They do look alike. Tommy, you should grow a beard, and then they'd switch channels for a day. We've been thinking about doing that.
We had talked about switching
Seriously,
channels
me
for that.
hosting the boat, not even time, just kind of sitting down.
I think wasn't there something like that? We did something like that at one point, or no? Maybe it was when I went on mine and said this is Chase
Yeah.
the Heat or something.
Anyway, let's see. Stephen Robinson, thanks for being here, man. Al, thanks for being here.
You know what?
Masal
That's a good
Smokes,
comment.
thank you. Which one?
Charlie Murphy. While I'm here, I might do that, Charlie. He says Tommy ought to do a Tommy's picks for old times. You know what? That's not a bad
Great
idea.
idea. Charlie, a stellar idea, man.
Charlie, I'll do that before he leaves. I promise. I'll do one.
All right, guys, we're gonna bounce out of here. Please know how much I love you guys. You're just the best friends I'll never meet, and hopefully I get to meet a lot of you. What?
Johnny and Tommy.
Holy smokes! There's two of you. Oh no, that
No.
one, Johnny and Tommy.
Are just here to kick butt and chew bubble gum, and they're all out of 16 million Scoville unit bubble gum.
Very good. All right, guys. Big Shree, good to see you. Bill Lewis, good to see you. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up right now. Thank you for all your love and support. We appreciate it more than you know. Be kind to somebody. Tell someone you love them, like Charlie always says, please. And Charlie, we're still praying for your mom, man.
And one last thing before we go. If you haven't gone by and checked out Chili Chinglish, please do.
Yeah, please do. And there's a link in the description box for this video for Chili Chinglish. He's the
Check
most
out
wonderful
Tube of
guy.
Terror video.
Give me just 1 second. I want to. Here's the thing about Chili Chinglish. He's a chilihead. You think I'm a positive cat? You guys have no idea.
True story.
He is one of the most positive people I've ever seen in my life, and he is right now. He is suffering from something called cervical dystonia, and he's learning a lot about it. And it's just a brutal thing. And I promise you'll never hear the guy complain about anything. So please do me a favor. Show the guy some love. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, do it. Watch a few videos. Share a few.
The Tube of Terror. If you don't see the Tube of Terror video, I promise you, you'll regret it.
Here's the thing about him, and this is the truth. He's one of those guys. If you're having a bad day, you can't watch a video of his and not come away from that feeling better. And that's the truth. So please do that for him. Thank you guys for doing that.
Give LA Beast a habanero smoothie challenge.
We'll do that. All right, guys. In the description box, you'll see all the normal stuff, but you're going to see the link for Chili Chinglish. Please go check them out. Right here is there's the cat. Here's the pepper. There's the boat. More videos here. We love you guys. Please have a great night. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm Johnny Scoville. Oh,
it's a cat in the basket.
No, there's no basket. There's the cat. So I'm Johnny Scoville.
And I am Tommy.
And this
is Squirrel.
Chase the Heat.
He's a good kitty. Look at that cat.